I'm rewriting my family's story for the third time. The first time, I wrote it to tell my truth. The second time was to tell my family's truth. This time, it is to discover who my characters truly are. With each rewrite, the story tells me what it needs from me. And through this process, not only do I learn more about myself, but I learn more about this story and what its needs actually are. 3,000 Days of Abandonment is about my mother's incarceration, deportation, and the way the family dealt with all the pieces that were left behind. But this third rewrite isn't just about getting the story right anymore. It's about serving the thousands of people living this reality, and also the truth that the characters really want to tell. And in 2 months, it premieres. The clock is ticking. Now, the hardest part about writing this play wasn't the family trauma, but it was figuring out how to make everybody human. And even though these are real people in my life, I still had to figure out how the characters represent not only the people that they're based on, but the universal themes that those characters hold. And so in this rewrite, I'm really focusing on how do I remove my snapshots. All right, it's June 6th, 2025. It's hot as fuck here in Jersey. It's like around 2 p.m. right now. Getting swamped with work. Usually kind of have a little pocket of time where I can kind of just run through the script and I'm make some notes in the margins, or like what I also like to do is on like the page before the scene starts, I like to kind of add like a bunch of stuff that I can do, or little bits of dialogue that I get inspired by. But it seems like today, right now, I'm gonna have to wait until like the end, and then even then I might just have to just rush home so I can input some of the changes that I made for one scene, and then I have to send that to Camille, my dramaturge, because I promised her I'd send her something for Friday. So I'm going to send her a scene change so she could see how some of the characters are developing, because she had told me that there were some tonal issues with certain characters acting a certain way in the beginning and then kind of shifting tonally in the end. Morning was kind of rough. Me and my girl got into like an argument, and at first I thought I was in the right on something, but then she sent me a long message kind of detailing what was going on, and it really made me think that I'm not really paying attention, or maybe my focus is here a lot on this script, and I think I was being emotionally self-centered with the script and my expectations and the content and all that, and I think I lost track of that version of me that has to be there for the family as well. And so it just goes to show that creative can't be all your life when you got a bunch of other responsibilities and things like that going on. But I've been thinking a lot today on that. She's been on my mind. And so it's interesting. It's really interesting how you can get lost in a work, but you can't let it consume you, right? Dude, I gotta cut this shit short. I'm fucking dying here. It's like 90 degrees, humid as fuck.
Onwards. Let's get it.
All right, what's good, comrades? We're now in June 6th, 11:55 p.m. Got baby boy on me right now. He like to go to sleep with me, and I still gotta turn this into the dramaturge. Yeah, as you can see, it ain't easy finding the time to work on these changes. Between work, family, exhaustion, I've been finding myself driving with no gas. But I'm realizing that that's when the real breakthroughs happen. When you're too tired to overthink or too exhausted to protect anyone's feelings. That's when I started to finally figure out what was wrong with my characters. And so I started kind of revealing the truth from the character's perspective instead of me trying to make things happen. But even then, I was too tired to work on this tonight. I got a line fixed, the next page. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of just keep it there and then wake up tomorrow morning early and just get that all out of the way. I promised the dramaturge Camille that I was gonna hand it in by Friday night, but I didn't get back till late, and then just gotta just run around, do everything that you can. Okay. Alright, that was another 25 minutes, at least working on that. So, we'll just, we'll continue it tomorrow morning. Later, comrades. Maybe exhaustion is what this story needed now. That and the fight with my girlfriend this morning. She called me out for being selfish and making everything about my need for attention. And she was right. The story isn't supposed to make me feel important. It's supposed to heal generational trauma. It's supposed to make the families who feel invisible visible. And it's to serve others, not just my ego. I'm learning. Once I stopped trying to protect everyone's feelings, including my own, the story started healing itself. The character of Jorge, his addiction isn't shameful, but it's survival. Mercedes and her fear isn't weakness, but it's a response to trauma. And then Magdalena's anger, it's a coping mechanism and an inability to explain through the generations the love that she lost and the frustration with her children. And you don't have to have had a degree of incarceration or deportation in your family to understand these dynamics. They're in thousands of families. Any Hispanic family or black family or white family has seen these characters play out in their families, and this third rewrite is teaching me that. And what I'm trying to show you guys is my process of understanding that myself, because again, those first two rewrites, I didn't really think about this, and now I am starting to see something that is revealing itself to me, and it's pretty cool. Okay, this is good. All right. Comrades, that was basically an hour of just reviewing that. I'm going to take that, send that to the dramaturge. I don't know if I'm going to train today. I got to figure out what's going on with this AC.
laundry, get a bunch of other stuff done. And then I'm going to kind of build this into the first episode. So I got to see what I got to add on to the script of that in order to post that. But I like this. I like kind of doing this online and showing the process. All right. Comrades, I will talk to y'all. Remember, forever onwards. Let's get this shit.
So that's why I'm kind of documenting this journey right now. It's not just about the final performance when it comes out, but this messy, exhausting, and really beautiful process of turning this family trauma into a form of universal healing. And that includes the late night rewrites. That includes the moments of doubt. This is how it gets made, you know? You're going to see the real cost of creating meaningful work. And then that's the relationships that get tested, me going through the day job to pay the bills, and these family photos sort of show why this all matters. And so I'm hoping that this serves as proof to show that transformation is possible even when it feels impossible, because maybe your story is waiting to be told too. So subscribe, follow this journey, and hopefully hopefully this turns out real dope, because I'm putting a lot of my energy into it all. This is 3,000 Days of Abandonment, the journey, and it's just the beginning. Next week, I gotta have this script at least 90% complete before I meet with the dramaturge and the board of the director of the group who's throwing the festival. And then that's when the actors come into play. So the real work starts now. Welcome to the journey. Thank you.